I almost did the wrong thing. But it's up now. Okay. Good stuff. I almost completely forgot to stream today. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to get this stream, start going out. It shall be a quick moment. I hate this, how this looks. The resolution looks horrible. Hold on, give me a second. Thanks, Jester. Don't mind the absolutely horrible looking stream. YouTube Studios, you are lying to me. I mean, I guess it was my fault. I think I changed something. Give me a minute. But I have to restart the stream, but it's fine. Let's see. Unless you guys like the look of this garbage. Uh-oh, things are changing. It looks so bad. And then now it's even laggier. I don't understand how they mess it up this bad. Hold on. I think I got it. What I'm going to do is completely change the resolution. So I'm just going to completely cut the stream and I will be right back. I shall be returning soon. And by that I mean really soon. Motion, I doubt it's actually going to change anything. Has it? It should be going. Hold on. You resized. Okay, YouTube, I kind of hate you right now. You resized everything again. How dare you? Okay, it's fine. There's my studio. Alright. Thank goodness. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Never mind. What is... It's just a little blurry. I really don't like things right now. Yes, she did from cancer. Rest in peace, Susan. We're just gonna have to keep it like this, unfortunately. So I'm sorry if the quality isn't as good. I thought I fixed this recently too, which sucks even more. But anyways, nothing too extreme as far as what I talk. Holy garbage. Sorry, I noticed something. Which is good. I'm gonna have to change the stream quality again, if it doesn't become too much of a problem. Is it the bitrate? I changed the resolution, so that isn't the problem. I'm pretty sure it's the bitrate. I had a long setup because my camera was having issues, and now I'm having a little bit of a setup just to during stream. I'm just gonna mess with the bitrate for a second, excuse me, while I absolutely mess with things. This will probably end very bad or very worse. Okay, not too much change. guess I'll leave it. I don't know. Quality issues. We're streaming anyways. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to send out the stream. I'm a moron. Hold on. It should already be up on... Oh no, because the bot doesn't show streams. Hold on. Or not, it's fine. I'll just leave it like this. I'm just jamming out to my own chill music. I mean, like I said, I didn't have anything crazy with the stream. It's not like I was doing anything that I'm going to be doing anything crazy. Just talking, just hanging out. I was originally supposed to go to a diner place with my parents, but I chickened out. I didn't chicken out, I'm feeling tired. I had a long start to my morning. Otherwise, not too bad. That didn't, okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this stream out. I hate how this setup, I don't know if this is a stupid layout that even worse. Oh, the bitrate is oof, I saw that. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this stream is a whole lot of nothing if you couldn't tell. It's just a whole lot of nothing. Okay, I guess I won't be doing that. Okay. I'm trying to think of something. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Good grief, why did that take so long? Okay. I can start getting this out. Maybe. It's quite possibly, my friend, quite possibly. I'm lazy though, so. How'd I spell party wrong? What's wrong with me? Okay. Can I just talk about... There's no theme or rhyme or reason to this channel? Why do you think I call myself confused as always? What in the world was that? Sorry. Okay. So... I want to rant about something. So, I guess keeping a theme with Emblem Month as well. Month of Emblems. They have... Oh yeah, Bernadetta came out. That's awesome. Okay. I finally got some of the characters and sort of making a dream... Oh, well, my real dream team would be having Edelgard, but as of right now, I got all the core characters from Three Houses. And that's sort of the... I don't know how well this is gonna focus. Yeah, I was really excited about that. I have all the main characters. Sorry, I just want to talk about that for a little bit. I was really happy getting them all. Especially getting Edelgard. I've talked about this, about getting Flame Emperor Edelgard. Focus, focus, focus. Yeah, Flame Emperor Edelgard was the main hero that I've been wanting to getting. What is wrong with me? I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I finally got it. Never knew Smash Ultimate had a mobile game. Isn't that always the case? But yeah, I'm really excited finally to have Edelgard. Flame Emperor Edelgard specifically was the version I desperately wanted. Someone keeps buzzing me. Okay. So how's your day? As I said, the stream's just gonna be a whole lot of nothing. There was something I wanted to bring up that I completely forgot. Just went over my head. Good grief. How's yours? I guess I could sort of go over how, just in general, this month has been. The beginning of this month was very... How should I put this? Because, obviously, this is the very beginning of the month of emblems. And I've talked, and I said how this has been something I've been wanting to do for over a year now. I did not have any plans to start it anytime soon. It was a decision made at the beginning of this month that I was going to begin the month of emblems. In other words, I had no prep time for anything. So I'm just sort of making videos as best I can. As just I've had any problem for this month, but because I started on this month, it's just been crazy the whole way through, and I had to completely, unfortunately, ditch on uploading content for this month on the second channel. Again, if I had last month to prepare, I would have had consistent uploads for the second channel, as I will for this channel, but I didn't have enough time to prepare. So remember, I'm old. I'm 22 years old. I'm not that old. But I mean, I just have bad short-term memory loss, and the more these years have started coming and going, I've actually started forgetting my birthday a lot more. So I figured, you know, just tying Emblem Month with my birthday month will be easy to remember my birthday. Attach it to something I love, you know, make it easier. You're practically seeing is that, man, how do 30-year-olds feel? I'm in my early 20s and I'm already going... I have bad vision, I can't hear too well. I'm really falling apart right now. Completely unrelated. If you hold on, I can actually get the other one up. Hold on. So I don't know, I think it mainly comes up in my reactions that I've done. So this water bottle is sort of what I've been using. At the time that I got this, I was like, oh, you know, it's Mario, it has the nice gold, it's all it has nice things. I enjoy it a lot. It doesn't hold a lot of water, which I really regretted. So just a few days ago, I got a much bigger water bottle. So, you know, I'm really happy with this. Memento that can go right there. Nice background fodder. Oh yeah, and FNAF's 10th anniversary came up recently. Wasn't that something? I'm gonna have to check that. August 1st. Wait, what? Oh no. Wait, was it August 1st? I don't know. I'm sort of rushing through information, but wow. Yeah. So, FNAF's 10th anniversary. I thought I saw that somewhere. So yeah, that happened. If I remember correctly. Where is it? Oh yeah. I went too far. Yeah, CG5 had done a 10th anniversary song. Oh no, the bitrate, it has plummeted. It's fine. I mean, it's probably not fine, but... Didn't he just... Oh, just today he did the live performance of that song. Yeah, here. He's... Technically, if I wanted to, I could technically react to it on stream. I mean, I've already seen the original song, which is a kicker. Oh, it's already at 20 million? 2 million. I'm pulling for him to get 20 million. Yeah, MatPat does not sound like MatPat in that song. If you've seen that song, it's MatPat does not sound like MatPat, which threw me for a curve because I didn't even see that he was in the song until I saw on his second channel that he where is it? Hold on, I can pull it up here. Yeah, that here he I didn't even know he was on it until I had watched this. I was like, oh my god, he does not sound like himself. But yeah. Great song. Don't worry, it's just the cracking of my phone. Okay. So it's gonna be... Okay. Committed some wretched crimes. Yeah, I feel like we hear a lot of those kinds of stories now, especially recently. I'm not gonna get into it, but he did some not good stuff. It was strange how fast it came up because of another controversy. I think that also happened at very recently along with it. It all seemed to came out of nowhere. But anyways, yeah, it feels like all those people who are at the top get exposed as those kinds of people. Uh-oh. I just saw my bitrate plummet. Okay. I'm not gonna assume whether or not or accuse Mr. Beast of being a good or bad person. I'm just saying he made decisions. He may fall. He may not have intentional, wanted to bring harm, whatever the case. He did it. That's the thing. But yeah, I agree. I think I saw on one of the videos, it might have been on that CG5 video, where someone was like, I'm glad MatPat retired just so he can work more. Because he has been in a lot of other things ever since he retired. I just found that funny. I just completely forgot that I was talking about months. First few days. This bitrate problem. Okay. Keep doing this a lot with my hands. Something I've started doing a lot more recently was walking. I think I made jokes about it before about, you know, I'm a cave dweller here. I never touch grass. I've recently started, well, last month I had started walking a lot more, just around my neighborhood, going out to, well, this month has been hot. I'm in Texas, so this month is hot. Like, August is, it's hot. So I couldn't do my normal walking around outside like I normally do, so I had to go to just different places, stores, retail, whatnot, just so I can have my walks in air-conditioned locations. So that's something that I've started doing a lot more. Gives me a reason to touch grass. We're only halfway through the month. This month feels like it's been going on forever. Hopefully. More consistent uploads will happen after this month. The ideal with this month is having a jumping off point to get back into regularly upload speech. August is the worst month in my opinion. It's like Tuesday of months. Hey, that's my birthday month you're talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much. um I don't necessarily feel that way, honestly. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it is kind of like that. What was I talking about? Who cares? This is just gonna be me jamming out some background music. Let me adjust it a little, actually. I think it's a little too loud. If any audio needs to be adjusted, let me know. I truly am senile. I can't hear anything. Well, aside from the bopping music. It's both the worst part of summer and the worst part of fall. Like, I know it's a lot of people's favorites. It's kind of like video games or any sort of famous media like One Piece and all that. I find it, well, not annoying. I can't really describe it. It's more of anytime something is very fairly don't care. That's why I haven't watched shows like One Piece or on Titans, or same thing with video games. Popular, I'm like, I don't want to touch that. I don't care about that anymore. December's my favorite month. And not because, well, yes, because of the cold. I hate hot weather. I would much rather freeze to death than burn alive. It is miserable in my opinion. To people talking in chat and me just bopping to music. I mean, I don't know how long I want to go for this. Call me. It's a secret you don't get to see. There's a lot of games I need to finish. Sorry, just random thoughts. I want to play the remake of The Thousand Year Door. I played the original through emulation. I loved it. It's probably my favorite Mario game. Or non-traditional Mario game. Mario Wii is probably my favorite, sort in the traditional style of Mario, my favorite Mario game, but Paper Mario is definitely up there as like one of my favorite games in general. Its writing is perfect. And with the I talked about this in my reaction to Juno's remake to Dupless with lyrics. The anime with the game. It's peak. I never finished that game either. I think I got stuck at like a dragon, not at the beginning of the game, not that dragon. I think a little later into the game. I think close to the end of the game, I believe. I got stuck on that dragon. I never went back. I think I've almost finished playing every modern Fire Emblem game. I think the only one I haven't played yet is, or started, I haven't continued, is Radiant Dawn. I jumped around a lot with those games. I went from Three Houses to Paths of Radiance, started Radiant Dawn, but then immediately jumped on Fates. Then Super Paper Mario is always my favorite Mario RPG. I know it's objectively the worst of the trilogy. Thousand Year Door doesn't have Luigi as the Antichrist, does it? I don't think so, but I do like Super Paper. It's not a lot of people's favorites, but I think that's the reason why it's my favorite. Again, I don't things that are overly popular I don't really enjoy, or rather it turns me off of it until much years later when I decide, okay, I'll give it a try since the hype has died down. But I agree. I enjoy Super Paper Mario as well. Never played it, but I watched gameplay of it. I enjoy it. Luigi may not be the Antichrist, but he does have this fun little. I don't know what they changed in the remake, or if it was purely to Switch, but Luigi does have this side thing where every once in a while you'll come in contact with him in the main overworld location, and he's like on his own side journey, his own side mission, and you can speak with him and he'll tell you everything that he's done so far on his journey. It's a great story. That should be made into a game. I think I saw a meme of that. Someone had made like a fake Switch cover for that game. Yeah, is in both. Yeah. So much fun. I haven't really just for Nintendo games, it hasn't really, or I guess just video games in general, I haven't enjoyed them as much as of recent, and I think that's why I'm connecting so hard with Fire Emblem right now as my most recent discovery and video game franchise that I've fallen in love with. It has things that I feel like I've been really craving creatively. I feel like a lot of Nintendo games, I mean, they have stories. I think Zelda's probably the most, or at least the one off the top of my head I can think of, is the most in-depth story-related franchise. I don't know, I find Fire Emblem a nice balance of, plus, I think it's around the same time when I got into Fire Emblem. I think that was around the same time that I also started wanting to get into D&D, and because D&D and Fire Emblem have a lot of similarities, I started really connecting to it. It's phenomenal. Oh yeah, Super Paper Mario, yeah, Wonder is a great game. I had fun playing it on stream. I can't believe I remember that. I forgot I streamed it here, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Remembering something. No, I haven't. How have I not watched this? How close it was to the new series. Yeah, it's pretty good. The style was very nice in that it was very music heavy. If it wasn't clear, Wonder is it, but it was. I loved how it was themed. That was some of my favorite music in all Mario games. I'm debating. So here, I'll pull it up. Okay, so I don't know how I've never watched this. I haven't seen this. I could react to it live here on stream. Or I can wait to do it some other time. What do you guys think? I can't believe I never reacted to that. Or even just watched it. Same thing with it's your birthday, do whatever you like. Thank you, thank you. Do it. I might do it. I might do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Stream information so I can credit and all that. I can do that after I react to it. But really quick. Oh, never mind, it was something else. Okay, yeah, I can get to it. I just hope stream don't break when I do this. Recording is a different thing. My PC ain't that well equipped for streaming, but you know, we're getting to it. Okay, I don't know what's going to need to be adjusted. Let me do that's... Let me know if any audio needs to be adjusted, because I don't know how things are going to sound. This boss theme is top as well. Are you ready? Solid start. Hold on, I forgot to do something. I gotta bring my... No, I forgot to do that. Okay. Let's get back to it. Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care. This ain't Alex. Hold on. I don't know if they've shown credits yet. This is a great Bowser voice, just off tops. Darby, you do solid work. It's a little disappointing, especially how fantastic the rest of the game was. The final boss music was incredible, yo. I agree. It felt a little lackluster. Hold on, that's a little thing I need to talk about. I've seen people react to gameplay of Kirby's Star Allies and just complain about... In recent years, it was missing a phase or two, I agree, but I feel like people overblow that sort of argument about games nowadays being too easy. Maybe it's just a phase the industry is going through. I really think it's blown a little too out of proportion. About how much rep that takes, negative rep that takes. Yeah, it's easy. Who cares? It's still a video game. As long as you're having fun with it, who cares? But I do agree. This boss fight was... Yeah, music was great. It was just the actual... Yeah, but anyways, Darby killing it with the Bowser voice. Oh my goodness. Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care. I am everywhere. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, like you just don't care. This chorus hit. That sound. That's such a pleasing sound for that chorus. I am everywhere. Now the universe is my stage, locked up in a cage. Raise higher. Nothing burns as bright as my rage. No wonder half this world. Darby killing it. Now the world's in my iron claws with thunderous applause. Scream louder. Yeah. For the ruler of everything. I think was it Maiden of Mine who did the art? Trips up my eyeballs. Oh, beautiful art. Once again, Alex's team just goes above and beyond when it comes to making his content. Scream for the Koopa King, king of the fire, king of the sky. Out of the darkness I rise. That was a little it's not that that part wasn't good. King of the sky. It's just this part of the lyrics up. Or the vocals up. Out of the darkness I rise. Yeah, it could have been a little better. A feast for the eyes, lost to the highest high eyes. That wasn't bad.
Koopas. King of the Koopas. King of the Koopas. King of the Koopas. So set the night ablaze. Be shocked and be amazed, 'cause I own every day. Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care.
He's really getting into it now.
So if you come to fight, you wouldn't last the night. I'll set your soul alight. The universe will ring with every word I say, 'cause I am everything.
Alright. First 2 minutes, so far, really good. I love this part here. Not this part, this one.
King of the Koopas.
This, part here where this was so clever. And the chorus coming in, that was really cleverly done.
Every word I say is higher. Of everything, scream for the
I
Koopa.
got scooped a little. Scooped.
The universe
Skipped.
will ring with every word I say, 'cause I am everything. Hey, this stage is a solo act, pal. And these guest stars are gonna be shooting straight back down.
Alright, buddy.
Rain fire.
How does...
Bad to the bone. Raise higher.
I'm sorry, that made me cringe bad to the bone. It just gave me a flashback to the Disney movie Descendants. Ugh. Just... Ugh. Sorry, nothing wrong with the song. It's just that that line made me cringe.
Can't you see I can't be dethroned? You're hopeless and
Ah, the elephant.
Put your hands will bang, scream louder. For the ruler of everything, scream for the Koopa King, the conqueror of galaxies. And yet you dare defy me.
A little cheaty rhyme because, you know, I think that's the most common scheme that referencing Galaxy is, you know, that's what he does. I think it's a little too overused, in my opinion. Just a little side thing.
Kingdoms are quake, caught in my wake. You'll be much faster to break. King of the Koopas.
I love how he brings that up.
King of the Koopas.
You can hear that too, how he brings, even though he's doing that deep voice, he brings it up. Who is calling me? Not now, I'm streaming.
King of the Koopas.
Yeah, right there.
Caught in my wake.
Bowser's pre-fight dialogue actually changes depending on the certain criteria. Really? Interesting. Huh. I did not know that.
You'll be much faster to break.
Yeah, so you can hear he's going deep.
King of the
And then he brings it up right there.
King of the Koopas. King of the
Oh.
Koopas.
Big props to Darby for doing this voice, because golly, I can feel my throat being destroyed doing this. Talented people, man. Ooh, I love that. And he's going, it's very obvious because of this song, he's going sort of more heavy metal kind of with it. Am I gonna take a call on stream? This person won't stop calling me. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay. The call has been taken. Let's get back to reacting.
Every day, raise your hands in the air like you just don't care, 'cause I am everywhere. So if you come to fight, you wouldn't last.
I love how Paper Bowser treats ultimate power exactly how you'd expect. It's the Star Rod. Hold a concert. I mean, honestly, if I was in position, I'd do the same thing. I mean, they say power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. In a case like someone like me, if I ever got like godhood powers, I would probably do the same thing. I wouldn't. My first thought wouldn't go to, find all the bad people, smite them down. I would just be like, let's just have fun. Let me make a fun house. Let's, I don't know, let's hold a concert or something. I just want to make happy times.
Tonight, I'll set your soul alight.
Ooh, I love that.
Tonight, I'll set your soul alight.
Set your soul alight. That's great.
The universe will ring with every word I sing, 'cause I am everything. If there's one thing you pests are good at, it's sticking around. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's burning pests to the ground. Rain fire.
He's going heavier with it every time.
Of my hate, well, you don't have to wait. Raise higher. Now the game is
Even his
over.
raspiness is getting more raspy.
Don't you know this concert sold out to my enlisted out? Scream louder.
Oh, how did he?
Don't you know this concert sold out to my enlisted out? Scream louder.
That's awesome.
Of everything, scream for the Koopa King. I hold command over the land. You're nothing but a hassle. I'll crush the stand in my iron hands. I'm the king of the castle.
You are the castle.
King of the Koopas.
Whoa.
King of the Koopas. King of the Koopas.
I hope fans stupid and goofy. I mean, it's Bowser. What do you expect? And I'm pretty sure they will. So yeah.
Koopas. King of the Koopas. So set the night ablaze. Be shocked and be amazed, 'cause I own every day. Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care, 'cause I am everywhere. So if you come to fight, you wouldn't last the night. I'll set your soul alight. The universe will ring with every word.
Wonder. I was just expecting him to grow a little. I mean, it's like how in which one was it? 3D Land, Super Mario World, whichever 3D Mario game it was. Where you got the Cat Bowser into Cat Bowser. It's kind of like in this one where you have the elephant power about that elephant Bowser. That's all horrible. Why did I put that into existence? I don't want to think about that. It's like Bowsette, but worse. Bowsette's already worse. What am I talking about?
So set the night ablaze.
Oh, it's not the end.
Be amazed, 'cause I own every day.
Oh, that hit.
Raise your hands in the air like you just don't care, 'cause I am everywhere. So if you come to fight, you wouldn't last the night. I'll set your soul alight. The universe will ring with every word I sing, 'cause I am
I forgot that the song builds up like this.
King of the fire, king of the sky. Out of the darkness I rise. The storm of desire, a feast for the eye.
Oh, that was incredible. Art, Linda, Emily Go, Celia. Yeah, I didn't touch on the Chorus Choir too much, but they did incredible work. I love this a lot. Again, just what was that? Wii Galaxy 2, Bowser Furry, all ends with Bowser but big. I mean, in a franchise where your main ability is a shroom that makes it grow, oh, what else is new? You know, just this. I mean, the song's already pretty heavy metal, which I mean, honestly, when I think Bowser, I don't really think heavy metal necessarily, but it's still a it's still a bop. And Darby is
Raise higher.
doing not just a Bowser voice, but sort of stereotypically what you may hear in most heavy metal things with really raspy, really what's the word I'm looking for? Not exaggerated voice, but you know, when you think of metal, like it's that kind of voice. It's a metal voice. I love how he takes that, and chorus was great. Art was beautiful. I think there was something else that I wanted to touch on. Also, really quick, poor Luigi. Just like in the Mario movie, Luigi's the one who gets the short end of the stick. Yeah, great song. The idea of the concert wasn't bad. I'll give the game that. This concept of a final boss wasn't bad. But it's like what you said in chat. It could have used a little more. Wasn't that good. Gotta bounce. Have a good birthday. See you later, man. Have a good day. Put that in my jogging playlist. Certainly get me energized. I mean, I didn't intend for this to be sort of like a reaction stream, but this might end up slowly what it ends up going to. I just saw that and just had to, I couldn't leave it. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Go away. Yeah, I remember what I was saying before I did the reaction thing. I want to brain work. I want to That's not the words. Come to me, anything, come to me. Goodness. Why is this backwards? It's fine. I remember what I was saying. So the idea is that with the start of this month, hopefully, get content rolling at a normal pace again. So the idea is I already have things planned, not set in motion just yet, but I have things planned. And the idea is that by the time next month rolls around, the idea is to finish it all this month along with all the other content that I have planned for this month. So the idea is to finish the content for this month. Normally I could have easily taken care of it all at the beginning of the month, but I got a little lazy and now I have to finish the rest of it. So once I finish the other videos for this month, the idea is to keep the ball rolling and keep with consistent uploads. So the idea is once I finish those, I start working on next month's content. And if for whatever reason I don't upload anything next month, then wait for the next month. I don't also hopefully as I continue uploading, I'll have a consistent uploading schedule as well, which is something I've been missing as well. The lack of consistency, because I can upload videos whatever, you know, that's not a problem. I think specifically when it comes to its scheduling is what I have an issue with. Usually fall flat on, so hopefully after this month is over and start getting more traction with uploads going forward from this month, hopefully be a little more consistent with uploading and scheduling things. That's my hope anyways going forward. We'll just see how quick I can get these other videos finished for this month, wrap up the month of emblems, and then which I'm very excited about. Wait, what's today? The 16th? Oh, this was yesterday, yeah, so they won't be up for another week. Or a few weeks, I forgot how their schedule works. I'm just... Man, how bored you gotta be to scroll through Twitter. I'm just looking at stuff right now on Twitter. The 1,000-Year Door secret boss, I beat one of them already. I fully intended to do their theme at some point. I've kind of hit a writer's block. Don't worry, Juno. Take your time. It's fine, my man. Don't push yourself. What if that's just what the rest of the stream is, or just a whole other stream in the future? Just me, doing this. Just a stream of nothing. I mean, I'm sure it's done before. At some point in time, a future, nothing becomes original anymore. Everything's been done. Everything's been said. Weird direction I took this in, but you know. I guess I can cover all the recent stuff. I mean, react to all the recent stuff that I haven't watched yet. I don't know if I react to them live here, if I will end up second channel, but strange to me is that despite the resounding critical acclaim of the 1,000-Year Door remake, and despite the fact that people have watched 1,000-Year Door with lyric videos on both here and Men on the Internet, absolutely enjoy them. Doesn't seem to track, more perplexing. Seems to love this game. Doesn't, no pun intended. Sorry, I'm reading a post from Juno. He talks about how what is wrong with words? The views and the watch time regarding 1,000-Year Door lyrics isn't filled with traction as it used to be. Might be like to create content faster and consume content faster. I mean, I think as much as it's anyone in my position in life right now, it's a dream job to go into YouTube as a job, you know. But that's one of the reasons why I doubt I would ever be able to be a full-time. I mean, I post as if, or continue posting as if YouTube is a job, but as a content creator of any kind, it's all about the trends. It's all about get the ball rolling. What's going to push things forth further. I just like doing whatever. And especially if you're a content creator and your whole job sort of revolves around that, especially in the music, in music, because I think, I could be wrong about this, I think music is like one of the lowest income grossing content on YouTube because of its low watch time. So as a music creator, you saw a lot of small videos consistent because if you're not making content that doesn't get a lot of views, you're not going to be making any money. And on top of that, it's about the trends. It's like what I talked about. It's about what's currently popular. Yeah, the Thousand Year Door has some bangers, and like it moves from thing to thing very fast. So right now, there may not be any audience for with lyric content regarding still do it. And that's exactly what would make me a bad content creator, because I don't care about trends or fads. I just want to make stuff that I enjoy. Just having fun creating music. Things that I love. And what I love is not popular, as the whole conversation I had before talking about how I don't really like popular things, so I definitely wouldn't get any views on any of my content. I mean, my content's garble. I call myself confused for a reason. I guess I could. I'm debating if I want to react to this one too, since I haven't watched it. Happy birthday. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I might as well watch it. Like, it's like Jesterman said, it's my birthday. I can do whatever I want. I'll get it pulled up. Should be up. And Adam, can I ask you something? Go right ahead, my man. Do ask away. Random aside. You know, in case the hunger strikes. Question, my friend. It's sidetracked because once I get this thing started, I probably will, well, I mean, I do my best to pay attention to chat. Dementio's third theme, with lyrics because you did his other themes. Okay. This is something I need to talk about. I read all the comments. Every person who's ever requested a song, I have two playlists. I have one playlist made for songs that I personally want to do, and then I have a separate playlist for all the songs that have ever been. I'm getting to it. And it's like with my winds are turning, so it's just going to take some time for me to get to them. You're glitchy. I know, recording than streaming. But yeah, if you've ever requested a song, or commented in general, I read every single one of my comments. There's no on all my channels. I see them all. So if you've ever requested something, I've seen it and stored it. It's coming soon. Sometime. Just be patient. Great. Now I forgot the other thing that I want. I'll stop talking until as I continue talking, my bitrate just plummets. That's another reason why things don't look too good. I mean, what do you expect? It's been 3 years. Streams don't look any better, so. Oh yeah, I remember what I was. If you guys want to request a song, like, and I'll get to it eventually. I'll get to it. Wait, what? How is the YouTube recommendations of your videos treating you? You're talking about how mine has been for other creators. I mean, I don't generally have my I like the feeling of clean clean recommendations, so I don't have notifications turned on all their videos. Apparently sometimes, since I apparently didn't see this one from Juno. But generally, I don't have a problem with it because I do it manually. I don't rely on others. As far as notifications, I don't do my recommendations. My brother who watches my videos, he hasn't. Some of mine wrong. I'm so stupid. My stream. That's not a you thing, it's a me thing. My bitrate keeps plummeting for some reason, so it just... Why is it getting worse? What is happening? Hold on, maybe it's the quality. Maybe end it and restart it. I can give that a shot. I also just completely closed the window, and the bitrate is... Wait, no, here it goes. Okay. There we go. Just, I don't know, this is just how it's been all stream. Actually, I think it's slightly worse. It might also be my internet, so it might just be that time where things are just a little, it's that time of day where everyone else in this place I'm living is also doing crap, so it's a little, if it's not, I can actually my bitrate and see what happens. I shouldn't have adjusted that high. Actually, that's probably a videos. I keep them in on purpose. I'm gonna wait until this. Readjust my bitrate for. So let me quickly. This might also decrease the quality of my videos, so because I'm having drop bit rates. YouTube Studios, how could you lie on my birthday? But yeah, anyways, it's my birthday. That's never mind. That's a reference from Twitch. No one here is gonna get that. It was fine for a second. It wasn't anymore. But yeah, to what you said. I'm dyslexic. I'm always gonna have problems, and it's just like with my thumbnail with Dusttail Megalovania, with lyrics, with Dusttail Sans. I found it. I keep it. Even have commented ever since the very first post that video has gone up to now. Right, Sans. The more people say I should change it, the more I'm not gonna change it. Because I find it funnier every time. And it's the same thing with any spelling mistakes or anything that I have in my... It's me. I'm a person who makes mistake after mistake after mistake. It's just who I am. And as easy as it would be to just go through the video and do it again, that was the whole thing about making this channel. I wanted a name that represented who I was. I wanted content that represented who I was. Plus I love music, so that was another plus side, but also with, I think even my email is spelled wrong. Like with Confused, I spell it with a U. What's better to show people who I am than all these mistakes? I mean, story. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to end stream. These cuts are getting bad. No, so how I spelt it was No, I think I get COUNFUSED is how I spelt it in my email whenever I first created it. It's just those kinds of mistakes. But again, I'm dyslexic, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This is getting me on a whole other side tangent, but that's sort of destructive that I sort of leave those things in, because I've seen a lot of people talk about, both on the longest podcast ever with that what was I talking about? Oh yeah, self-destructive. With the longest solo ever, I forget his name, the guy who runs that channel, in his podcast channel where he was interviewing Oreo. And just stuff like that I've watched where people talk about collaborating with people. I think my long history of not pulling through with my collaborations, because the very first year of my channel, I worked a lot with different people. I made a lot of things together with other people, but there was just this big drought where some of my projects that I wanted to make with other people just weren't pulling through. Like, I think my very first one, that was sort of the beginning of the downfall of me ever working or collabing with people, was with if I remember correctly, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's Elite Four theme. At the time that I was making that, at the same time I was brought on as a lyricist and a vocalist for another project for another channel called Sun and Moon the Musical. I worked on a few songs, but that whole project ended up falling through because people weren't committing, so that never ended up happening. But some of the people who worked on that project, some of the vocalists actually came over to my project to help me with mine, and then for some reason I just didn't do it. It's not like I was lazy or just didn't want to do it. For some reason I just stopped and never went back to it. And then that was sort of the theme for every other working with other collaborating is what that's called. Collaboration with another person going forward, because I think the next one was Cuphead the Musical. Same deal. For some reason I just stopped making that. And then after that was Hollow Knights, I believe, Hollow Knight Musical Bites. Again, same deal. For some reason I just stopped making it. And all of those build-ups of just not committing, well, I don't even know if it's not committing. Again, I don't know why I just stopped doing it. For some reason I just stopped doing those things. So I think that's, ever since then I've sort of had this belief, I guess, that me working with people has never been a good idea, because whether or not I'll fall through is questionable. It's sort of like a fear I have. So in recent years, it's like 2 years, but in recent months, I guess would be more accurate, I've started doing things that sort of isolating myself. It sounds bad, but that's sort of what I've been doing with people like Men on the Internet, Juno Song, CG5, Oreo, Stupendium. There's a whole lot more, but those are just the ones that come off the top of my head, where either through DMs or just through different means, I've sort of slowly pushed other content creators, setting things up to where because I don't believe there's a 100% possibility of anything. I always believe that there's a 1% or so I'm not going to just say it's never going to happen, like me collaborating with another person is just never going to happen, because I don't fully believe that. But what I am saying is I do believe in that I'm never gonna collab with anyone. Can you be your editor? Can I be your editor? I appreciate it, but no, I'm already, I love editing videos, so I'm afraid that position is filled by yours truly. It's one of the few things that I can really express myself with as far as content goes. And I've actually, okay, so I started this, I couldn't start uploading the series. I started playing Shadows Over Loathing on the podcast channel. I started the series like 2 years back, and I never series again. Started replaying it again. And I've actually started working. Well, this was before this month began. I started working on those videos, and it felt so good getting back into that editing again. I don't know if I have the file. I can show a small clip of what I've been working on with that. It feels good to video editing. It's a creative outlet for me. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube, because all my life I've had different hobbies, but I never had something that I really, oh, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably gonna, oh no, it's fine. Video editing is just something that it's the only creative outlet I have, so if I end up soaring high with content, maybe I will get video editors on here, but for now, video editing is done by yours truly. Let's see. I don't know how the... Oh, no, things are lagging because I pulled up Premiere Pro. No. I can give a little peek as to what I've worked on so far with... What the... Oh, ignore that. With, So, just to be clear, so this is Shadows Over Loathing. This is the first video that I started working on. This isn't going to go up until the end of this month because this is Emblem Month, and when I started Emblem Month, I only realized, oh no, I can't upload anything that isn't Fire Emblem until the end of the month. So I kind of messed up on that, but I'll get back to finishing this this video here that I'm editing, and then continue the Shadow series once this month is over. But here's a little peek. Alrighty. What to do, make this a little bigger. What? I laid out so many towels and I still missed them all. There's just water all over my floor. I had to do so many takes of that. Why did I decide to do this? There's a little more, but that's all the peek I can show you. It's a hush hush until that. Yeah, that spit take was a last minute decision. I actually recorded that after I had already did my recording. That was a last minute thing I decided to add for the video. But yeah, Shadows Over Loathing. I love. It's weird that I mean, at the time, so what I showed in the video with the other video. Sorry, I think I'm going stir crazy, guys. Okay. Crunchy nanners. The video that I showed was the 1 year ago when the first one that I referenced. This time was when I can tell my voice is not... Yeah, so this is whenever I was just sick. I was not feeling great. So that was probably why I stopped doing the series, because, I mean, anytime that I'm this is with ADHD, I just have problem with memory, and that stuff only gets worse when I'm delirious. So when I'm sick, it's really not good. Like, my memory just... So I guess it's no surprise that I just stopped and I didn't continue the series. You have ADHD too. Yeah, I have the honor of having the mixed variety of ADHD. So what was it? There's inattentive. I forget what the other one is called, but it's basically the hyperactive part, and then there's mixed, which is a combination of both. I have the mixed variety. I am both hyperactive and terrible at everything. You know, I have the deluxe version of ADHD. Man, it's the DLC of ADHD. I didn't pay for it, but I got it all. You know? Oh. I love being ADHD. plus, exactly. Like, I love being ADHD and I love being dyslexic. I know that's sort of a weird thing to hear say, but as a person who enjoys comedy, as a man who loves humor, making people laugh, making people smile, I find that actually having ADHD and dyslexia and making those kind of minor mistakes is actually kind of funny. There's a shirt that I have that's do I have that? I could probably get it. Hold on. I have returned. Okay. So I have this shirt. That's the wrong side. Dyslexics Untie. This was given to me by my mom after a joke that I made. So the joke was I misspelled unite as untied, That's how I pronounced it. I pronounced it as untie. So I was trying to make a dyslexic joke saying dyslexics untie, but I was so dyslexic I couldn't even do that. So I just said unite. It just became so funny that she ended up making that shirt for me. uh, yeah, but I love being dyslexic, man. I love having ADHD because I find all the common mistakes that I make. It just makes people around me laugh, and I love making people happy. I'm trying to look on Studios. I think it's running a little behind. No, I'm just behind. Anyways. What were we talking about before? Untie. Yeah. The world of mistakes I live in. I enjoy it, man. It's, what was I gonna say? It was, I can't remember. Another trait of my ADHD. On Discord, I use some of your videos for a custom rap battle. Ooh, really? Wait, did you post it in Discord, or? I gotta be honest, I sort of almost forgot about the Discord server for like a split second. I feel kind of bad for that. I would like to do more things proactive with Discord, similar to the idea of doing like a Patreon or channel memberships. That stuff's like so far down the road. Again, it's only if I really want to push YouTube as like a job will I really start pushing things like Patreon, channel memberships. Want to see my handiwork in DMs? Sure, I'll take a peek at it. But as I was saying, I would like to take more activities for the server. I just don't have any ideas. I think that's the main reason why I don't go into stuff like that, is because what will I do? Just ask for money and that's it? No, I want to have I want to have something special for all of you guys. For giving me your money, I want to give you guys something special, but I don't have any ideas for anything, so that's why I don't do things like Patreon, channel memberships, and so lackluster with Discord. I want to do more things with it. But as of right now, I'm just going to solely focus on trying to make content good. That was a weird sentence, but I'm sticking with it, making content good. I suck down water whenever I can. What was that? Okay, anyways. I got a little sidetracked. Oh, sorry, this is more of a personal side. How do you do your lyric vids? Like, how do you hear the music? I don't understand the question, but also just as a general thing about me doing music, I don't know what I'm doing. How many times have I said this on either Twitter or some other form of social media where I talk about me doing content? I love music. I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it. Like, I mean, everyone, I sort of went into music because, from what I've been told, everyone on my mom's side of the family is musical. I have 2 older siblings, and they both can play instruments. I tried on multiple occasions, even just recently. I cannot play an instrument to save my life, so I was like, okay, I guess singing is where I was going. Plus, I've also been told that I have a good ear for music. I don't agree, but I was like, yeah, whatever, I can't play instruments, so singing is like the only option I have. I don't think I'm a good singer either. It's just one of those things where I have no like technical idea. I don't have any training. I could go into like training or practicing with anything music related. I just don't want to. I enjoy having fun with how I'm doing things right now. It's also one of those things where it's not something that I can necessarily learn. It's just something that I stumble into. So for whenever I'm making lyrics or hearing music, as you put it, um, for me, sorry, what? How do you record your lyric vids? Because when I screen record songs, when I do, I can't hear the theme I'm doing. Do you mean like? So I guess I can sort of take you. Sorry, I'm just trying to process your comment. So I guess I'll go through like step by step how I do mine. It's the way I do is probably not the best way, but it's the only way I know how. So how I do my with lyric covers, how I'll do them is once I have a song, write the lyrics, I record the lyrics separately. And whenever I'm putting them together in editing, I will use something like a converter, so like an MP3, a YouTube to MP3 converter. So take the link of that video as a MP3 file, put them in the editor, and like I said, I record my lyrics separately. So how I'll do that is, because thankfully I have two screens to do this, I will have the music set up on my second monitor, and I'll have my recording software pulled up on my main monitor, and while the song's playing over there, I'll record my audio, and then whenever I stick them in the editor, I just sync it all up and push it along. Again, probably not the very most efficient way to do it. I think how professionally you would do it is, if you're using specifically Adobe software, because I don't know how it is with Audacity and programs like that. I haven't used them enough to figure out. But with things like Adobe Audition, they give you the ability to pull all and then record with your audio at the same time, record them all together as one thing. I don't do that. Maybe it's because I'm a masochist and I do things the hard way, but this is just the simplest way for me. The way I do it is I just have all of them separate. I don't record them all together. I record them all separately and then I stick them all together at the end. That's how I do my bit rate is dropping. But yeah, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but there's probably a much more efficient way of doing it. That's just the way I do it. Like I said, with content, this is something I stumble, trip, and fall over as I do it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just do it. Yeah. So that's how I do my videos. I have fun with it though. I think I've talked a little bit about this before. It's a creative outlet for me that's severely needed. It's crazy how much of a change it is for me having a creative outlet. Before I got into YouTube, I'm already introverted. Have you ever uploaded videos but feel the feedback is not worth the effort? I mean, on YouTube, you're always going to have, or any platform media, any time where you can get feedback. I feel like every YouTuber struggles with this at first, and even some people I know who wanted to get into YouTube were scared of not uploading at all because they were afraid of negative comments and things like that. As a YouTuber, once you do it enough times and see all the negative comments, it's like, whatever, you've seen them once, you see them 1,000 times. And for me personally, since YouTube isn't a job, the feedback doesn't necessarily matter, in all honesty. Again, this is a creative outlet for me that's, with negative feedback specifically, it's one of those things that I brush over. It doesn't really matter to me. And as far as work versus effort, once you have that skill to brush over negative feedback, then the feedback versus effort doesn't really matter. You just feel content with your own work, not caring how the feedback will. That in such a weird way. There's probably a much more professional way I could have said that, but I'm an idiot. I call myself confused for a reason. Anyways, I feel like there's something else that I was talking about. Hooray for ADHD. I can't remember anything. I guess to try to put it simpler, have you ever uploaded a video but the feedback was not worth the effort? I mean, it's personal. Whatever you think, it's what you think. If you think it wasn't worth the effort, get rid of it. If it is, keep it up. It's more personal, I think. And everyone's going to have differing opinions. This is something I remember talking a little bit about with some other creator. When it comes to feedback of any kind, or just fan bases, anything where you have a large group of people, there's always going to be differing opinions. There's always going to be people with positive opinions, but even the positive opinions are varied, or even in the negative opinions are very varied. Very varied. Oh. That's just how it is, you know? Differing, I mean, it's right there in the name, differing, the name in the words, differing opinions. Even the opinions of differing is differing. It's confusing, but that's just how opinions are, and any kind of feedback is opinion. It's just opinion. Something I've actually learned that's very much true. Once you cross the hurdle as a YouTuber, knowing, or a content creator in general, knowing how to just brush past negative feedback. Seen it talk about with therapists. Why is my bitrate dropping like crazy? How about getting no feedback at all? It's the same thing. Whether feedback, no feedback, doesn't matter in my opinion. Again, if you're someone who's going into any form of content creation as a job, then yes, it is very important that you have feedback, because that symbolizes to other creators that you have traction, that you're pretty big, and so more people will be drawn to you. Ah, thank you, Quirky, thank you. I think this guy's gonna be famous. I don't know about that, my friend, but thank you for the birthday wish. But yeah, no feedback in my opinion. Well, in my case, since I'm doing YouTube more casually than professionally, it's the same thing as negative feedback. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this because, number one, I have fun with it, and my content, then hey, that makes me happy too. I checked something. There we go. Okay. Once again, I know I was talking about something else, but I've completely forgot it. But yeah. That's just me though. I'm not the best person, I think, to talk about this type of stuff, just because I'm specifically in the sphere of this isn't my job. This isn't something I do professionally, and because of that, my opinions on it is very casual. My opinions on it is probably a little skewed, to be honest. But that's just my take. If you're doing things like content creation casually, negative feedback, no feedback, doesn't really mean. That kind of stuff does matter. How was the next Smash game? Pavel or Dementio being playable? Unfortunately, Smash has run its course. Like, kingdoms, they rise and they fall. I hate that I made that joke. God. The stupid commercial. Hamilton did it better. Bitrate. Comments. There's a new one rumored coming. That's strange. Kind of weird that that's the case. Another Nintendo system. Even so, that's still really weird. I mean, Smash Ultimate, as it were in the title, Ultimate, and I think the director, it does already have it all. As a recent Fire Emblem fan, now seeing Smash Brothers and recognizing all the Fire Emblem characters, it's sad. Well, it's not sad. It's the moveset isn't as appealing to me as I would like it to be. Byleth is kind of disappointing, his movesets. Yeah, I don't know if they are making another one. I don't see the point of why they would. They practically have already done everything. Even if they... I feel like it's just spinning wheels. It's the same thing with Toy Story. Toy Story 5. Completely unnecessary. No one is going to watch it. And even if they do watch it, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to make as much money as you think it is. So they can add Fawful. Fancy bitrate. Man, you have to put up with a lot to watch my streams. Crappy quality, you got garbage bitrate, just tons of stuttering, stopping. Man, I gotta put, just for that, I gotta give a big round of applause personally to everyone who bothers watching my streams. Who can even stand my streams, because again, horrible quality that I do. I mean, obviously, once I can upgrade my specs or get just a new PC entirely, obviously that'll change and streaming will hopefully be more smoother in that case. But again, just like with many other things, that's far down the line. That won't happen anytime soon. It's why I don't stream as much anymore. Like, I know on Twitch I had started playing Pokemon Black and White. I guess the quality on there wasn't too bad. I think it was more of just a lot of things are going on, so I stopped. I don't think I'll continue that series, unfortunately. Again, just because I'm trying to focus on getting content rolling again here on YouTube. So who knows, maybe I'll stream a lot more in the future once things can be more cemented, solidified. So once I have a dedicated schedule, consistent work going, then I'll do things like stream a lot more. And same thing with the podcast channel. For now, uploads will be halted there until I can get a process going here on the main channel, and then I'll start uploading on there again. Pokemon or Digimon? I don't know Digimon, so I'm gonna say Pokemon. And even Pokemon is, well, I know of Digimon. I just haven't seen anything of it. And with Pokemon, even Pokemon, I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I would go with Pokemon. But even Pokemon's sort of a loose thread in a way. Pokemon, how do I put it? I don't dislike Pokemon. It's just... I wouldn't call it my least favorite either. I don't know how I would describe Pokemon. It's one of those things where I'll play it, I have fun with it, but my enjoyment doesn't go anything past that. Well, no, okay, if you're saying that because of what I said about Pokemon, hold on. I enjoy Pokemon enough to the point where I can tell you what my top 3 favorite Pokemon are, which is number 1, Superior, number 2, Gengar, and number 3, Chandelure. 2 of those are ghost types, I'm well aware. 2 of them come from the same game now that I think about it. I guess Cyndaquil would also be on that list. And when I play, not Fire Emblem games, when I play Pokemon games, I default to the Fire starter. Black and White is the only game where I don't do that. It's the only game, where I pick a starter that's not a Fire starter every time. Even with games like Sword and Shield or, Scarlet and Violet, every time I've replayed that game, I just default going for Fire starter. Didn't even bother choosing the other starters. But I think that's why I connect really hard with Snivy, Servine, and Superior, that whole evolution line. I don't know, something about Superior, it hits the right spots for me. That sounded weird. Let me try that again. Its design is pleasing to me. Something about it, I don't know. It's very nice. But yeah, I don't hate Pokemon. I don't dislike Pokemon. It's just not one of my favorite franchises. What's my favorite game? That's a tough question. video games for me right now is a little strange. I guess if I had to answer, it would be Fire Emblem Three Houses. But even that's a little shaky. It's my favorite Fire Emblem game for sure, but probably not my favorite video game. I don't know. Video games for me right now is kind of strange. I don't know how to describe it. But if I had to answer, then I guess for now it'll be Three Houses. That'll probably change in the future, but for now that's my answer. Remnant 2 is something I've been playing with my friends a lot recently. I know Chained Together has been sort of a big thing that's been going around. You've only played Sacred Stone? Sacred Stone, that was the one I was forgetting. I had a whole list of Fire Emblem games. I can't believe I forgot Sacred Stone. Yeah, Three Houses is a great game though. Okay. Fire Emblem has a few crossover games, some of the more famous ones being the Warrior games, but there's one that I found recently that I didn't even know existed, which is crazy to me, because ever since getting into Fire Emblem, I felt like I've seen everything. There is a spin-off game with Fire Emblem and some other game that I don't remember. What was it? No, stop it. Google. Tokyo Mirage Seasons Fire Emblem Encore. That was it. This game is a crossover combining Altis, Shinigami Tensei, and Fire Emblem series. It's the only game of Fire Emblem that I've never heard about before, and for recent years in birthday, I've really not cared about gifts, what I get, and I usually advocate for everyone in my life to just not give me gifts at all because I don't really care. But for this birthday, my brother had just recently texted me and asked me what I want. I was like, it's the only Fire Emblem, like modern day Fire Emblem game I haven't played. I need to get that for me for my birthday. It's so strange. It's the only Fire Emblem game that doesn't have a presence, but is also sold out. I don't know if that's from Shinigami Tensei fans or Fire Emblem fans or what. I don't know what it is. It's strangely popular as far as sales go, but but I feel like I hear no one talking about that. Gotta go. Okay, I'll see you later, Fawful. I find it fascinating. But yeah, that's the Radiant Dawn is also one that I've awkwardly skimmed over. I talked about this before as well. I went from playing Paths of Radiance to starting Radiant Dawn, but then I just skipped over, I played... Okay, let me get the time. It was Paths of Radiance, mainly because I was just told it was like one of the famous ones. I hated it. And then I went to Three Houses, fell in love with it, started really enjoying the franchise, went back to Paths of Radiance, finished it, had much more fun with it that time. And then I started Radiant Dawn since it was like timeline-wise like the next one. Because Paths of Radiance and Radiant Dawn stories actually... Radiant Dawn was on the Wii, so like 2 whole console generations. But their stories continue from one to the other. So the idea was I'll just continue the story, but then it was a game that caught my eye, so I started Radiant Dawn, then skipped over it after I found Fates, played that, and then started playing all the other ones. I have not gone back to Radiant Dawn after that. So I need to... I think it's, besides Encore, it's the only Fire Emblem game I haven't played yet. Well, modern Fire Emblem games. Things like Sacred Stone, all the older Fire Emblem games need to play. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I had the thing pulled up and I never got to watching it. Okay. I need to look, hold on. Don't worry, camera, don't worry. I don't know if my battery's gonna die. I'm sort of... Fire Emblem for me, Same problem with series. Confusing what game to start off with first. That's fair. In my opinion, don't start off with any of the older Fire Emblem games, specifically anything from Radiant Dawn going back. Not that there's anything wrong with those games, but as a starting place of getting integrated with the game, the universe, the characters, the stories, and all that, they're the worst places to start off. I hated it when I started on Paths of Radiance. It was too complicated for me. When I played Fire Emblem Three Houses, it was a much smoother transition for me. So I would recommend, if you're going to start with a Fire Emblem game, start with one of more modern. So either Engage. So Engage is sort of a fan servicey type game where they reference a lot of the Three Houses, Fates, Awakening. Any of those would do fine in my opinion. Just not any of the older ones to start off with. That's what advice I gave my brother. He's starting to play through Fates right now. I guess technically you could go through Engage, you just wouldn't, because it's referencing to the old characters isn't heavy, it's more of like a side piece. I have not played that. No, I have not. What is that? The reason why I didn't try to pronounce is because I'm dyslexic and I knew I could pull it up here for myself. Oh my goodness. Not Triangle Wars. This is oh, I've seen that monster before. This reminds me of Octopath Traveler, which is another game that I started and need to finish. Octopath Traveler is a great game as well. I think Triangle Wars was one of the similar style they had made. But yeah, there's a whole series of games in that style of Octopath Traveler and this game that you just mentioned. I love that art, that pixel art style, and the universe in this kind of art style. I need to finish Octopath Traveler and try to play more of those games, those types of games. This isn't an ASMR stream. I'm not trying to. I know I have a mic setting that I could just mute myself here. I'm just gonna snack on something here first. Okay. Okay. My desk is a mess. Skyrim and Undertale, those are good choices. For me, I don't necessarily have a favorite video game. Well, I mean, obviously Fire Emblem. Ever since beginning it 2-3 years back, I've been obsessed with it. But as far as favorite games in general, I'm in a weird spot where it's not necessarily I'm enjoying games, it's more of I'm enjoying different types of medias. So as of right now, and just general media, sort of older content, like getting in comms like Jesse. What was the other one? Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Just watching some of those older garbage stuff. And there was, oh yeah, the Andy Griffith Show. I started watching that too. Good stuff, man. I unironically, there's something about that form of sitcom. Like Disney sitcoms is specific. I don't know how to describe it, but it's specific in something, and that's appealing to me. I think it's probably the obvious fake laugh track is like part of that element. No modern day, or at least Disney in any case, or Laugh Studios, because they're the ones who, or Laugh Productions, they're the ones who handle all the Disney sitcoms. I don't know if they do anymore. I will say though, one of my absolutely favorite, zero irony, Disney sitcoms that I actually really enjoy is Lab Rats, that aired on Disney XD. That's probably my favorite. Mighty Med was a close second. I should rewatch that. Lab Rats was great. That brought back some good memories just mentioning the name. And Yu-Gi-Oh too. I need to do more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I had started where is it? It was just behind me. Oh no, there it is. So, with Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, one of my friends was nice enough to spend money for me to make a deck. So he's sending me cards online. So I started making focus. I started so this deck is from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is trying to recreate Nash's deck. If you know who that is. But anyways, yeah, I love just in general all the I mean with Yu-Gi-Oh! I know a lot of people really cherish the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. I couldn't get into the series that I started with Yu-Gi-Oh! And what made me love the series. And the game too. I'm still missing 5 cards from here. As I mentioned, one of my friends paid for my cards, and because we don't live close to each other, he lives somewhere else, long distance, so these had to be shipped to me. 5 of these, it's been they just never showed up, so that didn't end up happening. Yu-Gi-Oh! Peak for me is that's got this as like a big bundle. I think I still have a box. I'm not gonna bother, but there's a box behind here. I bought. It came with a bunch of stuff. Like it came with a mat. It came with this box holder, this deck box, and there was one more that I don't know where the thing is. I know where it is. My mic is propped up on it, but it's a binder that it's like a card holder. I have a few cards in there. But yeah, I'm still upset because I'm missing 5 cards that the people who shipped out the cards hasn't got to yet. But yeah, this deck's great. I need to make more decks. But yeah, for me with Yu-Gi-Oh, I've started with Zexal, moved forward until it got to the Rush duel stuff, and that's when I stopped. Kind of similar with the Beyblade for me as well. So growing up, I've always found like the Trinity for me for like best childhood content was Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Beyblade. That was like the 3 core ones. Beyblade Metal, to be specific. The Beyblade Burst series, it's kind of gone downhill. I enjoyed the beginning of Beyblade Burst. 5D's good. I'll take your word for it. I need to watch that. But yeah, for the Yu-Gi-Oh shows, I've only ever seen Zexal going forward. I haven't gone back to any of the older stuff. Sporadic with things I'm watching. Paid for me to... That was a long drop. So, the friend that I mentioned who paid for my cards was the same one who we recently got together to watch one of the Yu-Gi-Oh movies, Dark Side Dimensions. And the idea was we were going to, after that, older shows. All over the place. It's the only show that was actually made by pro players of the trading card game. Is that true? I sort of have to take your word at face value because I'm too lazy of looking it up right now. I mean, why'd I say it like that? That's stupid of me, obviously. I haven't been on Master Duels in a while as well. I made my gimmick puppet deck and then that was it. That's kind of in a similar vein now that I'm thinking about it, how I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like how I got into Fire Emblem. It started from kind of a place I knew about it, and then I didn't like it, but then I started a completely different related thing. And that's what got me into it, because I did watch like 1 episode of the original. I was like, I don't like this. But then I watched Zexal and I fell in love with Yu-Gi-Oh! Same thing with Fire Emblem. Started with Pets of Radiance, didn't like it, but then played 3 Houses. I really enjoyed that, and then sort of stuck from there. So yeah, because of that, I do have like a soft spot in my heart for all the decks that are in and all the cards that are in Zexal, and one of my favorites is, as I mentioned, Nash. They need more support or just general new cards for Bevisos was kind of weird to me. If the effects became too simple. So the thing I will say about Zexal, and I have a fun fact about Zexal real quick. But Zexal, the first episodes are bad. Like after watching through the whole series and rewatching like the first few episodes, they're not good. I will say, if you're going to watch it, stick through it. Trust me, it does get better over time. The one thing that a lot of people complain about the show is that Yuma he's a whiny, high-pitched brat. I mean, it kind of is. But he's the brat that grows on you over time, or at least in my opinion. Beginning, it gets better as time goes on. It does get better as time goes on, trust me. But every time I rewatch the show, I mainly watch like the last season or the last 2 seasons. Like I don't start from beginning to end because I can't go through that beginning again. But it is necessary if you're starting it for the first time to watch all the beginning. Again, like I said, trust me, it gets better. Yeah. Oh yeah, the fun fact about Zexal, almost forgot to mention. So I keep forgetting the actor's name. He's played in a bunch of stuff that's like English dub for a lot of anime, video games, and things like that. He played Hajime in Danganronpa. He I could just go through listing everything he's been in. I won't do that though. The guy's been in a bunch of stuff. That voice actor was originally supposed to be the voice of Yuma, and someone on Twitter had actually found like a clip of his recording of Yuma's lines. It is wild. When I think of Yuma, I think of that whiny little brat. His voice coming out of that character does not match. They changed him out for a different voice actor, which I think is, as much as I love that voice actor, it was for the best. It wasn't right for that guy. It just wasn't. Danganronpa is another fun game, actually. Any VR chat fans out there, there is a VR chat game that I actually really enjoy in VR chat. That's called Danganronpa Next. It's like Werewolf meets Danganronpa. Original Danganronpa, where you have the Blackened, you have the Mastermind, you have all that stuff. It's basically exactly like Danganronpa, except with a little bit of werewolf mixed in. And kind of like D&D as well, because you need a game master for things like werewolf, I guess. I enjoy it. For the few times that I actually have played it, I've enjoyed it. You need a lot of people for it, because just like in Danganronpa, you need like 13, 12 people. So you need a lot of people to play the game. I mean, you could technically start it with 6 people. I have a group that once in a while I'll play Danganronpa Next with, and we don't often get like 13, 12 people, so we usually start with 6. Bitrate, how I love you. So, Beyblade. Almost forgot. I'm so stupid. I was talking about Beyblade. That was like the part of the Trinity. I've talked about Pokemon, I've talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! How did I completely dip on Beyblade? So, Beyblade Burst, it was good for the first few of like the original, and then Evolutions, Turbo, that was good. Everything else after that I don't think is very good. But I know that there was an original Beyblade show, like the very first one. And then the show that came after it was the Beyblade Metal series, which that was the one I grew up with, and I love that one. I don't think I've ever told this story. I might have. So when I was in, I want to say middle school, sometime in 4th grade, I believe, I was on my laptop and I was watching the first few episodes of Beyblade Metal, and one of my classmates walked behind me and he noticed that I was watching Beyblade Metal, and he was like, you watching Beyblade? I was, oh yeah, cool. And he just walked away. I didn't hear anything. Like, this was very early in the day, like the first thing that happened during my school day. So that was, and I never heard anything about it. He was just like, cool, and then never heard from him again for the whole day. I didn't think anything of it, you know, just a passerby who recognized something that I guess he also enjoyed. I didn't think anything of it. The next day, there were stadiums everywhere. People were launching bays. There were tables. That I basically unintentionally started a Beyblade revolution in my middle school that lasted 2 years. One of my classmates even gave me a Beyblade to keep, and then I traded it to someone else. Oh no, my battery died. I was waiting for it. I honestly am surprised. Hold on, I can fix this. And by fix this, I mean, hold on. I'll just put the thumbnail up. There we go. Hooray, it's my birthday. I'll try to finish up the story. I'm probably gonna, since my battery died, I do have another battery I can slip in, but I'm too lazy for that. Plus we've been streaming for 2 hours. I wasn't expecting to go that long. So to finish the story, so I unintentionally, just from watching one episode and having a passerby, one of my classmates, who apparently was a big fan of Beyblade, I unintentionally sparked a 2-year Beyblade revolution in my school. I guess that was pretty much it. I just have memories of people making like custom string launchers. The obsession with the Beyblade was, or didn't like it, was getting super into it, and I don't think I'm perfectly conveying to all of you just how big this was. Like, they were tables everywhere, dude. But yeah, I enjoyed this. This was a nice stream. Yeah, anyways, I guess I'll wrap things up here. Not a bad birthday day. Pretty lonely. No, I'm just kidding. It was good. I don't know, I'm bad at endings. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'm gonna, I guess, wrap up this stream and, I don't know, finish up my birthday day with something. Later, everyone.